Welcome back, mercenaries, to Wartales. We have, as far as I am aware, the final bounty. They were doing a run of a new bounty every single week. These are limited time runs. We have a unique weapon to pick up from Gracius's cohort. For an unknown reason, Lieutenant Gracius and his cohort of legionaries are trying to infiltrate Ludern. The Odoranian general is ready to pay to avoid a diplomatic incident. We will accept this. His unique weapon is a polearm. Very excited to get my hand on something snazzy. 588 crowns as a reward, and I will accept. We're going to have to hoof it all the way to Ludern. Let's pull up our map real quick. Ah, beautiful. It looks like we'll be able to infiltrate via Tiltrin. Not have to actually go very far. Also, not going to lie, with my wanted level, it was high time I got out of Arthas. Our bounty is in sight. I'm really interested in how the developers are going to implement this system long term. It was fun to have the weekly bounties to be able to come back, get some consistent, spaced out content, be able to test out the new weapons. I've enjoyed all of them so far, but the fact that they've been limited time runs has been a very negative perception from the community, justifiably so. I feel like if they can bring things into a position where you have, say, an elite bounty board that will run these time-sensitive bounties, potentially that only opens up later in the game, and this is all after full release, I think that that could be a solid implementation. Let's try and find our opponent here. I also like the idea of really changing things around a little bit and using the in-game clock to make some time-sensitive missions. Add a little bit of a sense of urgency that the game doesn't have otherwise. Here's our lieutenant. Fairly durable character. He's level 8, so he should be on par with the rest of our party. Vicious Strike. 50 to 76 damage to the target. Fatal Blow doubles the morale gained from the target's death. Wow. So it's not going to do anything for him, but us having it could be very interesting. If you can set this up for kills, you'll be able to get the enemies to retreat early. You'll be able to hit galvanized earlier. I like this. I like the idea. All the enemies here are also using Leader's Opportunism. This unit attacks deal 5% damage to the health of the target's hit. So you get 5% health damage. First order of business, engage the enemy captain with Fozzie, our formidable bear. Huge attack out of Fozzie, crunching onto the armor. Pass. Now we've got Odo a little isolated. He has two options. One, press back to the spear throw, or be able to run back to the rejoin the rest of the party, which I like that idea a fair bit better. I believe right here we'll be able to hit both of these enemies. No, I was wrong. We'll be able to hit neither. Okay, let's step up just a little bit. Subversive Strike. Hits him. Now I could Relentless Charge. That'll apply the slowdown. And then I just run. Make it up to rejoin with Peppa. Not very flashy, but the duelist, because of the slowdown, is not able to do anything with his turn. Ooh, Black Friday. Taking it on the chin from the emissary. Emissaries, I believe, got a buff as of one of the recent patches. Their functional duo, I think its base attack got buffed. If engaged in combat with an ally, this ally gains riposte. I'm not sure what the change exactly was. Dangerous if they're able to lend support, but if we engage them directly, we'll be fine. Let's get Peppa around to hit the sapper. Slow the archers down. Infectious Bite. Yeah, you gotta watch out with the bleeding. We've got Venomous Hogs. Venomous Hogs. So it's not the venom, it's the bacteria in their teeth. That's so dangerous. There's a couple animals like that. Why not pigs as well? If we move up to Dora, I do get an attack bonus. Who am I able to hit from there? No one. Well, good thing I checked. I mean, it is actually very good if we come up to, say, here. Yeah, we'll run up. Narcissus shot on the long one to be able to gain rage. And then we'll put up the Overwatch. Two crits and he's down. Oh, Snipe. Snipe is a monster. Aowen is too. She just killed her combatant. So things are certainly looking up. Jab now. Excellent combo with Snipe. Let's see. This is an emissary though. Do I just send Dora? Or do I send somebody else? I would like them to be able to take a turn and anger Snipe. So we could utilize... Oh, I know. We just bring Wolfie up. Wolfie slips up. Ferocious bite the enemy captain. They're going to go down here with Clint. Bring Clint up next to Black Friday. Command attack on the enemy. Lieutenant is brought down by the animal companions. These guys do so much damage. And then we probably just poke the emissary. Can I run farther, actually? I can. Ah, no, we don't get in range. Going around the rocks to be able to get to the one engaged by Peppa, we'd be able to get a guaranteed crit if we did. We don't quite have it, so we'll just wild shot, I suppose, this emissary who poked at Black Friday. Axe gained the trait Giant. Axe as a giant, what are you? Strength and dex increased by 5% when a two-handed weapon is equipped. And I already have Tormentor. Crit hit and crit damage increased by 5% when a two-handed weapon is increased. So, Axe becoming very scary here indeed. I guess let's just run right up to this guy. The Legionnaire. The Legionnaire's going to poke him and then knock him back, so he doesn't engage, which doesn't give us the Valor point. It's unfortunate. So much of our Valor point generation for this particular squad requires engaging with the opponents. Dora, where can you go? I think you just reach. Yeah, just close enough. We gain Brutality by standing next to Jab. Now we gain Fury because we're not engaged with anybody. Legionnaires moving up. Sapper. They have a very good synergy between the Legionnaires and the Sappers. So let's see. New round. Bring the bear. Bring the bear to bear. I think that I go for the emissary here. Engage him. No, emissaries, you cannot engage emissaries. They have a unique trait. Still bleeding over there. Did the Sapper even attack? I think the Sapper actually just passed. Yeah, Peppa didn't take any damage. Incredible. The Sapper just decided not to punch? Okay, riddle me that one, AI. Loki. Oh, you didn't kill my friend. There you go. Now move on up. The music stopped very suddenly there. A little jarring. Here comes the Sapper. That's a good position for them to be. And they gain... Wait, they gain deflection? Oh, for stopping next to the emissary they gain... No, it's just military formation. Every time a Legion unit ends their turn next to an ally, they gain deflection. Legion enemies are no joke. But them being grouped up like this is going to set them up for Axe. Come in with the slice and dice on both. I get the crits. Let's go Rampage. If we crit here... Is it just... No, I'm like 2 health. 2... No, I mean it's a little more than 2 health, but barely away from being able to use Wrath. Let's end. Enemy Emissary. I think what I actually do is I just run Odo up to here. Subversive Strike. Clip both of them. Then I move back to behind them. And then I Relentless Charge through both of them. And then I run away. And with Inspiration, I can run across the entire battlefield. It's a beautiful thing. Let's just run back to a midpoint here. Odo has so much utility. I love this build for Odo. Not what I would have initially chosen for him, but having gotten to play with it now for a little bit, I love everything about it. Ferocious Bite the Legionnaire. He has, what do they call this? Yeah, Fragility applied because of Loki, standing next to Loki. Aowen could come in here and be able to do a lot, and that's the only enemy that she's able to connect with. So let's take away his guard value. Crack the shield. Apply punishment. And there we are. I could do the taunt disengage stuff, but we'll just leave it. Clint should be able to finish him off. We'll actually take jab here. Stab the legionary. That will apply the mark. That snipe will be able to cash. Come up here, cancel, move, run on up. This will give us 2 valor points. Oh, and so much damage. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, these little emissaries, not very scary. Oh, but they have healing. Okay. They actually provide a lot of support, given that they have the free heal. But interesting. So heal does not cleanse bloodshed. Bloodshed is a damage over time effect that's unique, and so it didn't get written in to be cured by first aid. Kind of love that. Peppa can punch the sapper. Pass. Dora. If you stand next to Peppa, you get the buff, and we finish him off. Oh, with the animation. And the galvanization. We could have gotten here faster if we had this unique spear. I'm excited to be able to test out the new spear. Wolfie takes a big hit. Yeah, I think we just have... Oh, I thought it was Fozzie. Who do I want to absorb this attack? Maybe nobody? I could just try to kill the sapper outright with a crit. Yeah, there it is. That's the solution. Easiest way out of crowd control is to kill the one afflicting it. Black Friday, sure. Everybody can. Oh, you don't fit. The base actually does not fit. It's like one of those puzzles. Did you guys ever play the rush hour puzzle? Have to move the cars out to get your limo through the traffic jam? That's what I'm thinking of when I'm trying to manage all these bases. Okay. So this enemy wants to go next. Fozzie will put a stop to that. Put a stop to this nonsense. You're not going to take a turn. Get buried. Who's next? Just one more kill, I believe, and then the enemies panic. So we'll throw jab up here. Take the stab. Seal the deal with a critical kill. Yeah. Man, jab. 292 damage. He's not here to mess around. We get the Legion Lance as well. Incredible. So we get functional duo. Okay, let's think about this. Do I want to use, or do I just want to have access to a Legion Lance? 40 to 60% strength damage to the target if engaged in combat with an ally. The ally gains riposte. I'm going to be able to trigger this much more reliably than the opponents. Now remember, this is not the new weapon. I'm just thinking about this Legion Lance. It is a level 8. It would go on either Dora or Jab. Honestly, I don't think the riposte is worth it. I kill enemies fast enough that when I'm engaged with them, it's usually only for one turn. We don't exchange many blows, and that's where riposte is really able to take off, or if you're able to do the engage, disengage shenanigans that Eowyn is. But that only works because she's able to consistently regain riposte. This is only one stack, so I think we just let it ride. Repair all here. Oh, I should have grabbed it so that I could have sold it. Anyway, let's head back to town. And then look at, I don't know if you actually change any of your build to be able to utilize the new unique pike. It looks quite straightforward. It's just if you get a kill, then you gain double the benefit in terms of the enemy's willpower, in terms of earning galvanized, in terms of causing them to flee. We just go up and hand that off to... Yeah, we just hand that off to our Dora, and we're quite happy. Because she's already set up to gain Valor points on kills, so she'll gain now a double benefit from being the one to actually execute the enemies. Obsessed with Edoran's glorious past, Captain Gracious had a Guisarme forged from an ancient model. It's a French game studio. they decided to... Why can I not use this? There it is. It's applied now. It's so big that we can't fully see it. Very, very French, paying homage probably to a medieval passion of some of the developers. You gotta love it when they are looking into stuff. These guards think they want to fight me. I'll take them up on it. So this is going to be a very challenging battle. Level 9, foot soldiers, phalanx soldiers, lieutenant, tacticians. Let's see what Dora is able to do. If we can break the guard's will to fight us. And it will unfortunately reset our suspicion meter, but I'm itching for a real challenge on this fight. This is actually a super cool battlefield. We got this river with like mud and whatnot, a little canyon pass. A lot of enemies over here. Where's your captain? Here we go. Captain Renwin with the volley of arrows on crits. He gets to repeat. And I believe if a guard unit starts their turn engaged in combat, they execute an attack of opportunity. Okay, that's incredibly dangerous. And they have Leader's Inspiration with double movement, so they should be able to engage from anywhere, as long as Captain Renwin himself is not engaged. He's pretty far away, but I believe Odo can close the distance here. Odo's going the distance. He's going for speed. We can run him up here. Okay. Now we just have to organize some of our other monsters. Fozzie, where is your Beastmaster? Here we go. Clint is positioned with most of the animals. Odo and Axe as the hard hitters. On the other side, we have a very tanky lineup right here with Jab, Dora, Eowyn, Loki. High mobility. Should be able to get around. Phalanx soldier here. You apply destabilization. Okay. I'm not too worried about that. They're going to take their turn and do whatever they want. But our priority is to engage with the captain, hoping that the mud will then slow down some of our opponents here. So we charge into the mud, get the slowdown on the foot soldier, run all the way behind the captain, subversive strike, engage with him, take away all their buffs. Now they're stuck in the mud. Yeah, you can hit Eowyn. But you're not going to be able to reach much else. And, hang on, she still has her guard. What is the trick on the guard here? Applies destabilization if they are already engaged with an ally. Okay. If we're not engaged, we're safe from the destabilizing strikes. Loki, I think you just run to this corner to kind of get out of these other enemies' range and get an easy stab off. With our knife, we gain a few rage. Foot soldier, not able to make it. I love taking away all their movement. Okay, so the archers are still able to make attacks of opportunity at full attack value with their bows, even while engaged in melee. I hate that. That is very bad for me. And he's all the way over there. I'm not going to be able to get assistance. Let's see. Fozzie, you're going to have to just start mowing these guys down. It's going to be you and Clint up against this whole troop. We're going to test how much tanking Fozzie can really do. Which it should be. I mean, it should be substantial. He's able to regenerate how much off of your collar? 10% off the collar. And then 5% off of Beastmaster? Yeah. So he gets 15% health back every single turn. This tactician would like to move. I think then Jab could come down somewhere like this. Be able to stab one of these guys. And then lock this foot soldier in place. I'm going to try and use the spear wall as much as we can to kite the enemies out. Tactician's not able to do anything. Okay, Dora, you have the fatal blow. I've not been able to set any enemies up for death yet, but we will want to do so. I think with Eowyn we should be able to accomplish this. Tactician wants to go. Well, what if Axe just killed you instead? He's actually going to do it? Incredible. Then come up to this foot soldier. Rampage will ignore the guard. It's the perfect perfect skill to still have off cooldown. Excellent. Oh, he wants to go next, does he? Well, how about he does go next, but he's bleeding because of Peppa. 9 damage. He has a lot of durability with that armor, but bleeding does % damage directly to his health. There's the double attack. Yeah, I need to play around that a little more, I think. The final phalanx soldier would like to go. Okay. Eowyn, who can you set up to go down? I would say this tactician could be brought to a critical low point. Let's see what destabilizing strike is able to do first. Guaranteed crit. 107 damage. If I crit here, the guy's just dead. Actually, hang on. Yes. I was like, do I need to disengage? I don't necessarily need to disengage. I think we just go punishment here. Oh, we crit. No. Okay, Eowyn. Next plan. Can you get this phalanx soldier low enough by taunting, weakening, disengaging? I think we lost it there. We lost the chance to execute door. We didn't lose the battle. We're doing fine in terms of the battle, but in terms of showing off our new weapon, not doing as well. Spear throw here would drop them to 128 health, and then vicious strike only does maximum 65 damage. So we are well off what we need. In that case, I think we just run Wolfie up the canyon here. Back Fozzie up a little bit. Give the it's beautiful. He gives the protection. Wolfie is the guard dog with self-sacrifice. Okay. Pass. That's going to let Fozzie tank through anything those guys want to throw at him. I'm more interested in that, honestly, than the brand new weapon. It's so good. Clint, if you come up behind your prized animals and then take a wild shot into the phalanx. We're also now supporting Fozzie, so it's getting even better. Okay, Fozzie, just maul him. Yeah. Get the Valor point back. What are they going to do? Oh, he's going to just take a little stab. Hang on. Why did he get the double attack? What do tacticians do again? Ambush. If the target is engaged in combat with an ally, this ally executes an attack of opportunity. He was not. How did he get 2 attacks? Skillful disengage. A critical attack of opportunity against their opponent before disengaging. So he disengaged. Okay, so he went in, he attacked, and then to disengage, he gets the second attack. Now it makes sense. We'll run up here with Snipe. Take the shot. Hopefully not hit. Oh, I hit Peppa. No, Peppa and Snipe's relationship has deteriorated. I don't blame it. We shot her in the back on a low odds chance. Disgraceful. Jab takes a big shot. He's bleeding now because of that Legion Hammer. Those Legion Hammers are very dangerous. We want to... This enemy is poisoned. I think I just run up, throw. We surrounded them to get that little bit of extra damage, but I don't... Wait. You had riposte? How did you get riposte? You have forced disengage. Stunning assault. Movement. Okay, I'm just a little confused now, but I will vicious strike you. And that gives me fury. We'll be able to get the kill next turn. Pin the foot soldier in place. Oh, he's not even going to be able to apply bleeding to Fozzie because Fozzie doesn't use armor. The bear is the perfect tank in this situation. This might be the best battle performance Fozzie has ever given us. Ever. Because he's getting the backup protection from Wolfie and a narrow corridor where the enemies aren't able to get the Wolfie themselves. And then he also just counters the weapon choice of our opponents. I would really like to get Peppa up there. It says she has range, but the mud means you don't. Interesting. You guys need to work on your movement tooltips here. For some reason, this zone is correct, and then up here it immediately becomes incorrect. It's just this side area. Not sure what the bug is, but it is unfortunate. Let's just get the kill on this failing soldier before I forget. We gain the Valor point. There's the fist. Plus 90. Interesting. So they have a pseudo hidden metric up here. They don't show the exact number, but we got 90 gauntlet, which is progressing this bar. Very nice. Can I set up any other kills? It's only the kills specifically with that vicious strike. But I can get this lieutenant to bleed. And then we like to jog back down the corridor a little. Just a little. We don't have to kite them a lot. Now, let's take snipe up. Make the Narcissus shot. Ooh, okay. Captain's going down. Yeah, solo. We're going to start running the other way now. Be able to lend more support to these guys. Failing soldier coming up. Oh, he's in range for jab. I need to be able to get medical attention to jab. That's what I need. And apparently to Clint. Gosh, I love using that hammer so much, but I hate having it used against me. Now, who wants to go next? It's this foot soldier. And then, it's basically just that foot soldier. I don't necessarily want to be engaged with them because then they would get the extra attack against me. I think I want to kill the tactician. So Fozzie will make the attack. And pause. Gaining 71 health. There's no stopping the bear. Command attack. Can I just kill him directly with the crit? Nah, I'm just short. Okay, command attack. Beautiful. Then, who do I want to shoot? I barely get any damage there. I get a little bit more there. We do want to start backing off. Run back, make the shot. Yeah. Let it sit. Try and get out of the mud hole. An extra 36 health back on Fozzie. They're just not getting through it. Let's see. Okay, the captain wants to take his turn. That's a sign for Odo to finish their business. Subversive strike. I've never seen that execution before. Oh my goodness. With inspiration, we can almost cross the entire battlefield. We'll come up as far as we can. There's really no way with Relentless Charge to be able to get into that surrounded zone. So we just pass here. And Odo does have first aid to be able to lend a hand to the bleeding Clint. Wolfie here. I'm hesitant to bring up to attack the lieutenant because Wolfie has fragility. But it could still be a good play. I think Eowyn should go straight for this lieutenant. And let's see what he's got. Are you able to withstand the onslaught that is Eowyn? Guys, I'm going to say it right now. I think she just kills him. I think there's no stopping this monster. The monster that we've created. Which immediately makes me start thinking of the arcane villain, his final credits song. There we go. Run on up. Loki. What's good, Loki? You can hit almost anyone that you want. Particularly this lieutenant seems to be a troublesome one. Let's come around. Right between the eyes. Got him. Slaughter. So good. Now we gain riposte when we disengage after being engaged. So we have a very similar line of play with Loki that they do out of their tacticians. Dora's already spent. Jab, I'm kind of waiting for this guy to take his turn. Who's next on their side? It's this enemy who is completely surrounded, having the worst day of his life. Axe. Ooh. So we don't want to use slice and dice. Not right now, at least. Infectious bite. That will do a tiny bit of damage, but it will poison. And then we can move out of the way. We do similarly with Black Friday. Moving directly behind gives us the best chance for a crit. We don't crit. Run the pony out. Alright, now it's all up to you, Axe. Can you finish the deal? Oh, I should have rampaged. It would have gotten through his armor without the penalty. Do I spend the last Valor point to get the kill? I feel like Here's the thing. If I don't, the damage over time will just kill him. But he will get 2 attacks against me. We'll do it. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it. Then we'll move on up. We're so close to being galvanized. Partially because of the execution on the new polearm. I'm not saying that I'm super... Oh, here we go. Yeah. We'll just split Wolfie off from Fozzie. Fozzie doesn't need deflection anymore. Wolfie needs to get away from fragility. There we go. Jab is able to take his turn. Expend the full use of the spear wall. We got set... Oh. Alright, that was a whole roller coaster. I was like, oh, we got set up for that huge attack out of the enemy. But then we had Riposte ready to go out of jab. I'm not sure how Loki avoided bleeding. That shouldn't be the case, but anyway, I'm not going to complain. Let's galvanize the troops. Stab this fool. And then stand next to Loki. Foot soldier thinks that they can fight Eowyn. Not gonna go very well for them, I can tell you that. Let's see if we can set things up for Dora to be able to get an execution and then turn that into a early flee from the enemies. But first off, this lieutenant. So Clint, command attack. Oh, that's amazing. Fozzie gains fury even though he's not able to make the attack. So Fozzie is now loaded up, ready to go. We will run Clint through the mud. Give us a wild shot, guaranteed crit, which, while being galvanized, mops the floor with the lieutenant. Pause. The foot soldier would like to go. I'm sure he would. But now let's go back to setting up the execution. Jab. I want you to be able to get this guy. Let's engage with him. That will free Loki up a little more. Just a little better. Enemy's at 138 health. Move Loki up. We're in the mud, that's okay. Stab. 5 health, that's perfect. Don't touch him. Right between the eyes. Run back. Foot soldier wants to fight Fozzie. Yeah. He only does 85 damage. That club is not very dangerous. Now Dora, time to capitalize on another execution. Vicious strike. Counts for 2. 82. Interesting. Are different bodies worth different amounts? Doubles the morale gain from the target's death, I suppose. Oh, is it based on the target's willpower? I've never had to consider this, but it makes sense. Willpower was 11. Used to boost the troops' morale in combat also increases the critical hits. So once that willpower is taken away, their morale goes down by a certain scaling factor, and now because of Dora, we double that. Interesting. It's a whole hidden mechanism that I never had to consider before. Let's move Dora up. I think I just am 1 kill away, but I could be a little more than that. Okay, with Fozzie here, we're gonna play Monstrous Swipe. That then gives us Relentless, which means that we can Intimidating Growl to apply fragility and get the follow-up attack. Pretty beautiful. Fozzie's almost full health, but this is really gonna hurt Loki. No? Just the 1 attack? Okay, just the 1 attack. Eowyn can you take this guy out? You do have riposte up and ready, but I think I would like to destabilize them first. Now disengage. It's gonna destroy all of her armor, but I'm willing. We at least go even on valor points. One more. Fantastic. There's so much. Okay. Does the spear throw have range? Yes! Ah, it's so close. Alright, come back. Fight me. Odo can come around behind this guy. Subversive strike. Oh, these last couple enemies have been pretty hard to bring down. Feel like we're stalling out just a little. But I don't need anybody over here taking turns. I've got the characters in place. I just need one more round. And actually, we try and set up the execute, or is that it? There! The enemies flee. Okay. So, how do we think the spear performed? I think it was absolute trash. I was excited at first, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might be one of the worst weapons in the entire game. Because it's very much a win more mechanic, and I don't value win more mechanics. Let's think about this. So pulling up Dora, who's holding it right now. Vicious Strike. Doubles morale gain from the target's death. It means that you reach the state where the enemies flee in terror, and you reach the state where you get galvanized sooner. But at the point of the battle where you are getting those conditions, you've already worn out the enemies. You should have been able to snowball the battle into your favor, and so it just means that you win a little faster. But in those final couple rounds, they don't do that much damage to you. You are better off, in my opinion, taking a weapon that does more upfront damage and swinging things into your favor out of the first couple turns. When the enemies have their full squad, that's when they do the most damage to you and can actually put you in some dangerous situations. The end of the battle, when they've been whittled down to just 3, 4, 5 enemies, you can manage them very well. So it's a fun idea. Let me know in the comments if you guys come up with a fun, clever way to be able to utilize the spear. I am going to put it on the trash heap for now. Lock it away in the chest. I don't even want to see it right now. But that is the conclusion of our final unique bounty here in Wartales. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the prospects of how they can implement this in the future and build on this system with the full release. Also, the roadmap is still looking incredible for what is yet to come for Wartales. The developers have been really on point with expanding. Was already, in my opinion, a great game, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what is to come. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.